The film I watched today might be a little too much emotionally difficult content for people with kids. I myself do not have kids, and even still, I was a little hesitant to watch this film. It came out technically as a short in 2013, and then it got fully fleshed out into this film in 2017. I am, of course, speaking about Cargo, which is a film starring Martin Freeman, who I adore. But it's about a guy who, and this isn't a spoiler alert because this is the premise of the movie. You know this is going to happen even though it takes the first 30 minutes to get there. He's been bit by a zombie and he has a baby. He needs to get that baby to safety before he turns into a zombie. That's the story that we're here for. So I thought, man, this is really just going to be like turn the screw, kind of like really intense, emotionally manipulative stuff. And I will be fair, the first 30 minutes, which are the setup, the premise, basically the short film fleshed out into 30 minutes, emotionally difficult, very, very intense, a lot of like, because you kind of know what's going to happen, although you don't know exactly what's going to happen. You know where you need to get to the beginning of what would be the progression of after the short film, how to make it longer. After it gets past that first 30 minutes, it winds up becoming a political commentary on the existence in Australia right now and the way that fighting the Indigenous people is really not going to lead to future success for humanity, and how people from the past may have already themselves. There's a line between Freeman and Thumi, who is played by Simone Landers. I have not seen her in anything else before. She's fantastic in this. Really difficult role with not too many lines, so there's a lot of facial acting, a lot of subtle acting. I think she did really, really well. But he says to her, people like myself and your father, we can't be saved, we're already screwed. And that, that kind of like, we can only look to the future, we can only look to kids and see what they can build for us, is the kind of the allegory at the core of what becomes Cargo 2017, the larger film. I loved it. There's so much going on here. I did hear from a lot of people that they didn't like it because when you come to a zombie film, you're coming for gore, you're coming for jump scares, you're coming for all of that. There's some of that here. There's definitely zombies. You do see them. But it's not your regular zombie film. It's the kind of zombie film that makes a political commentary, that makes you feel emotionally vulnerable and kind of is difficult. You probably might cry. I cried a little bit at the end as well. So if you want to watch a zombie movie that's outside of the canon and is a little bit more dense, I really, really, really recommend this. If you want to see how someone can take a short film and flesh it out into a larger film and do that well, watch this. If you go to my YouTube and you go to Movie Runtime Recommends, you'll see the short version of this for 7 minutes. You can absolutely watch it and then watch this film. It won't ruin this film for you. You could watch this film and then watch that one. It doesn't really need to be played in any particular order. If you're a parent and you want to do this film and you're like, Jesus, Katie, that beginning bit sounds a little rough, just go through the first 29 minutes and then you'll be beyond that point and you'll know what's going on. You'll be able to pick up really quickly and enjoy the rest of the film. I'm very curious to see what other people think of this one. If you've already seen it, let me know. If you're gonna watch it, let me know as well. I think it's really worth your time.